All right, what's up, guys? So this is going to be the strength workouts for the week of 12/19. Um, all the workouts are pretty self-explanatory on here. There's really nothing too confusing. So I'll just demonstrate the ones that I need here at my house. How the setup is going to go. So the sections are going to be, it's going to be 3 sections. They're all going to be 7-minute AMRAPs. So just as many rounds as possible in the 7 minutes. They'll kind of rotate through each exercise once they finish. However, each day is going to have like one very specific move. So for Monday, that specific move is going to be the deadlift. That deadlift is going to be the only exercise they do in the 7 minutes. So essentially, they're just kind of trying to find a 3 to 5 rep max, and they're just going to do deadlifts pretty much for 7 minutes straight. Not 7 minutes straight, obviously adjusting weight and taking rests as they need. But the goal is to find like a 3 to 5 rep max out of the deadlift. We'll do it with the barbell. If they can't do it with the barbell, then they can just do kettlebells or something. So that's the first section on day one. It's just a deadlift. Second section is going to be shoulder press. This is going to be 8 to 10 reps. So again, this can be seated or they can do it standing if they want. Second one is going to be a weighted step up. They're going to do 8 to 10 on each leg. Do one leg at a time with this. So they're just going to hold dumbbells either up at their shoulders or down at their sides. They're going to step up onto a bench. Third one is going to be skull crushers. Again, 8 to 10 reps. And then they'll just repeat those three for the 7 minutes. Third section is then going to be TRX rows, 8 to 10 reps. Second exercise is going to be a kettlebell racked squat. So they're going to have 2 kettlebells racked up at their shoulders, and then it's just a squat from there. Again, 8 to 10 reps. Third one is going to be a cross crunch. So they're going to do 8 to 10 reps each side, so 16 to 20 total. This one's pretty simple. I'll show really quick. So basically, it's just a regular sit-up or a crunch, but we're here. My right arm is going to kind of cross over my left leg, back down. Left arm crosses my right leg, back down, and so on. And then each day is also going to have a dedicated finisher. The finisher is going to tie into whatever like the main lift is for that day. It was a little bit hard to do with deadlift because I didn't want to have them max out on like or do a finisher with a lot of lower back stuff. But first one is going to be bike or the rower. If for whatever reason, well, I guess they can start in any section that they want here. So bike or rower is going to be 1. Exercise 2 is going to be kettlebell swings. Exercise 3 is going to be a dead bug hold. I'll show the dead bug hold in a second here. For the finisher though, the timer, the first round is going to be 20 seconds on. They're going to stay at that same exercise. They're going to have a 10-second rest. Again, do the same exercise. Round 2 is going to be 30 seconds on, 10-second rest. And then the third round is going to be 40 seconds on. Then they'll get a minute to kind of transition into the next exercise. So bike and rower for first one, kettlebell swings, and then the dead bug hold. The only key thing with the dead bug hold is just making sure that their lower back stays on the ground. So dead bug here in this position, again, lower back drives into the ground. Make sure they're not arching and they're not just kind of sitting up in this position here. Lower back drives into the ground. Here is the easiest position. To make it harder, feet come out, arms come back. Again, keeping that lower back down onto the ground. So I think some people might call that like a boat pose or a hollow hold. Either one. So that is going to be Monday. Next one, so Wednesday, the main lift for this is going to be the bench press. I would like to do a barbell bench press. I don't think we've done barbell bench press before, so if it works out well, we can do it with barbell. If not, we can just keep it dumbbells and just keep like the benches scooched in the back. So that'll be like the back section where like the TRX bands normally go. Again, same setup. It's going to be 7 minutes on, as many rounds as possible. The second section here, so B, it's going to be split squats. They're going to do 8 to 10 each leg. So again, 8 to 10 on one leg, all one leg first, 8 to 10 on the second leg. If there is a bench available or a stool available, they can do like a rear elevated split squat instead, where basically they just have one foot elevated up behind them. So they're here, and then they'll hold dumbbells up, and then it's just a split squat from there. Again, if there's no benches available or stools, then that's fine. They can just keep their feet on the ground. Third one is going to be a kettlebell deadlift, 8 to 10 reps. And then the final one is going to be medicine ball slams, 8 to 10. Again, the biggest focus with the medicine ball slams, since it's a lower rep range of 8 to 10, either try to have them use a heavier medicine ball, or two, focus on like the slams, like slamming it literally as hard as they can into the ground. Third section, so it's going to be sled pushes. They're going to go 2 laps. Down and back is 1 lap. So it's going to be down and back, down and back. At Washington, I'll have like cones set up in the middle, so I'm going to cut the grass in half. So they're going to be doing the sleds on one half, so it'll be same thing, down and back, like I said, and then the other half of the grass will be open, because exercise 2 is going to be bridges. We'll use dumbbells for that, 8 to 10 reps. If it's too easy, they can always do a single leg bridge instead, just do 8 to 10 on each leg. And then the third exercise is going to be the rower. They're going to go for 100 meters, but they're going to go as fast as they possibly can with it. And then the finisher for this, again, relating to the main lift, which was the bench press here. First exercise is going to be push-ups. Just get as many push-ups as they can. Again, they can drop to their knees if they have to, or they can use a bench. If they get to a point where they can't do any more push-ups at all, they can just hold a high plank for the rest of the time. Same timer as the first one for the finisher. It's going to be 20 seconds round 1, 10-second rest, 30 seconds round 2, 10-second rest, 40 seconds round 3, and then they'll switch into the next exercise. The next one here is going to be ropes. And then the final one is just going to be a regular sit-up or a crunch, or I guess if they want to do any other core of their choice, that's fine. But again, remember, they're going to stay at each exercise for all 3 rounds before they switch to the next one. And then the final strength day, Friday, the main lift here is going to be barbell back squats. So we'll have the bars set up in the back. Same thing, they're looking for a 3 to 5 rep max out of it. With these like main lifts, obviously it's going to be like a big focus for us coaches to make sure we're pushing them to find like a legit 3 to 5 rep max. They are allowed to rest in between sets as they're kind of adjusting weights. It doesn't have to be 7 minutes straight of squatting or bench pressing or deadlifting. So that is the main one here. Again, if they can't do a barbell squat, they can always do a dumbbell squat or a goblet squat. Also, another thing, if you have a class that's really big and you have too many people, like per section or per group here, they can always just kind of partner up with somebody and switch on and off. Somebody who lifts like a similar amount of weight, have their first partner go, do however many reps, and then they kind of step back. Next partner goes, does however many reps, and so on. Second section here, so it's going to be an incline dumbbell bench. So we're just going to have the benches sat back to about 45 degrees, and then it's just going to be a regular bench press from there. Second one is going to be a renegade row, and then third one is going to be bicep curls. If you guys don't know a renegade row, I'm sure most of you guys do though, they'll have down in a push-up position. They can do it on their knees as well, but they're holding 2 dumbbells. Basically, they're just rowing each dumbbell back and forth, 8 to 10 on each arm. If they want to do a push-up with it, they can, but they do not have to. I'm going to demonstrate one more here in a second. So that is section B. Section C is going to be a kettlebell RDL, so the Romanian deadlift. Again, that's where they feel it in their hamstrings mostly. 8 to 10 reps. They use kettlebells for that. Second one is going to be a kettlebell gorilla row, 8 to 10 on each arm. And then last one is going to be a Turkish get-up sit-up. So they'll have a dumbbell for that. So I'll show you guys the gorilla row first. We've done these before though. So they're just going to have 2 kettlebells down on the ground to start, bent over, kind of like a bent over row position. So we're here, and they're just rowing 1 kettlebell at a time. Again, the kettlebells stay on the ground though, so they're not holding both the kettlebells up in the air. And then the Turkish get up, sit up. They're down. I think we've done these once before. They're going to have a kettlebell in hand. So if my left knee is up, kettlebell is in my left hand. We're here. All they're doing with this, they're just coming up to this position here and then dropping back down. Okay, making sure that palm kind of faces the ceiling the whole time. Again, you don't want your arm to swing back, but one more time here, kind of drive onto the elbow, onto your arm, up to a straight position like so, and then dropping all the way back down. This one takes a little bit longer, so I have them just doing 4 to 5 reps on each arm, so 8 to 10 reps total. And then the finisher for this, again, relating to the strength one at the very top, the main lift. First finisher is going to be jump squats or bodyweight squats. Same timer, 20 seconds for the first round, 30 for the second round, 40 for the third round, then they'll switch. The second finisher exercise is going to be skaters, so they're just jumping back and forth. And then the third exercise is just going to be medicine ball slams. So again, each exercise has that one like main lift that we're focusing on. Again, kind of going to be on us coaches to make sure that obviously they're lifting with good form, but that they are pushing themselves as well to find that 3 to 5 rep max. I feel like there's one more thing I was going to say and I forgot. I don't think so. If you guys have any questions about any of it, just let me know. Thanks.